My name is Habibu Mohammed, former chairman for your local government, former special advisor to the governor on IGR, and as well as the new chairman, Kano Pro-Pa.
Now tell us the activities, what is this Kano Pro-Pa all about?
Well, Kano Pro-Pa is one of the 5 important pillars of Kwankwasiyya ideology. And Kano Pro-Pa, as one of the pillars, is saddled with the responsibility of monitoring, evaluating of projects, most especially those projects that aim at impacting on the common man. The idea about Kano Pro-Pa comes about during the administration of His Excellency, the political leader of NNPP, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, when he wanted to ensure that absolute transparency and maximum benefit for each project, you understand, trickle down to a common man. That is when the idea of developing Kano Pro-Pa as an independent association, yet association whose focus generally lies with the desire of his administration to make sure that all projects are protected from conception, execution, and as well as ensuring that the beneficiary of those particular projects actually enjoy the projects. So that is when the idea of Kano Pro-Pa comes on board. And alhamdulillah, to a great extent, if you are going to attribute the successes of most of these projects executed during the tenure of His Excellency, the then Governor of Kano State, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, the successes mostly are attributed to the activities of Kano Pro-Pa. Mocks of selection processes for our young men that are expected to travel to pursue education across the globe. Most of the projects that were undertaken by Kano Sustainable Projects, most of the projects that actually have a direct link with the common man, Kano Pro-Pa is saddled with responsibility of ensuring that those projects have attained a maximum success. And that was why the LOS, we have a strength of about 15,000 people across the Kano State, because there is 27 members of Kano Pro-Pa in each of the wards across the state. And also you have at a sectorial level, and then you have the state executive, of which I'm leading now. During his administration, the former governor and the Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, there was this project of distributing livestock to women and what have you. Yes. There was a serious outcry from those that do not even understand the benefits, the economic benefit of that particular project. Kano Pro-Pa went down, conducted the research, and also were able to bring out, to spell out the economic benefit of that particular gesture by the then governor of the state, which translates into so many benefits, especially for our women that are in rural areas, where they were able to utilize those livestock as also a cash stock. You understand? They rear the animals, they also, as they grew, you understand, they turn into market cash, the money, as well as maintaining the ones they have at home. And that have solved so many problems. The interviews conducted by the Kano Pro-Pa establishes that most of these people end up enjoying actually a kind of security, economic security from those animals they rear. You understand? Mostly they use them to settle most of their own domestic needs, and at times most of the traditional occasional needs, like all festivities of Salah, or even when marrying their own children off, and several other things. They tend to use the proceeds from the rearing of those particular livestock and what have you. Yeah, it is expected of us to actually ensure that whatever is a project that is being carried out, You understand? Who have the mandate of looking into it and ensure that it has gone down. Mind you, we are not actually playing like the auditors.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah,
Ours is to make sure that the target intended by a given project is reached.
Okay.
You understand? We have to ensure that processes taken to that may lead to success of the project, we have to ensure that those particular projects, steps are being taken religiously. So that is it.
So you don't have business with contractors?
Yeah, we don't really have business with contractors. It's not our own business to find out what happened between the contractor and the ministry. There are specific institutional government organs that are responsible for that. But what we want is, for example, for any project that governments embark upon, there is an intent behind it. There is a target behind it, what it seeks to eliminate or what it seeks to provide as benefit. So ours is actually to ensure that those projects reach where they intended to reach. And like I tell you, we are more concerned with even project that directly touches the downtrodden, down the region. And that also being said, it does not also preclude the fact that we can be able to observe issues going on in a particular areas. Ours is only to write, to report, you understand, to highlight and bring awareness to the government as to how certain things are being conducted in certain areas. For example, it is still within our own purview to find out what is happening in a specific government general hospitals, the level of work being carried out, especially those that have a direct impact on the patients. You understand? Where we discover that certain individuals are failing in their responsibility. You understand? And that responsibility become visible enough to create harm. You understand, to the society or the image of the government. We are not expected to take our eyes off it. We are expected to write, file a report, and actually submit to the government.
That is where I wanted to ask. So in case of lapses, you generally report to the state government for proper action to be taken. Now, currently, what project are you working on for the benefit of the people?
Well, as we speak with you, there are issues of distributions of palliatives.
Yes.
You understand? We are compiling reports. You understand as to how, where success or otherwise of that particular project. And also remember just last month, Governor have plugged off the distribution of 50,000 naira as a kind of soft capital for our women, you understand, that are expected to carry out certain businesses locally to enhance the economic strength of the women, because empowering women generally is also empowering the society as well. And it is proven that they are good economic managers of whatever amount of money you give them, you understand. So, and this project is expected to be continuous from now to the end of the term. You understand? And it's going to be carried out across for local governments. Each local government, each month, the rural local government are expected, you understand, the government is expected to empower 100 women across the metropolitan local government every month with that 50,000 naira, then plus 200 across the metropolitan local government, you understand, which if you put everything together is about 5,500 women across the state that are expected to benefit, you understand, that empowerment programs of that 50,000 naira. And the general idea, like I tell you, is to empower these women, those that are into business of canteen, food sellings, any kind of vendorship, you know, all these are traditional trades and what have you, all these homemade trades and what have you, they are expected to do that. And it is our responsibility to monitor the process, the selection process. The selection process and the executions are all going to be carried out by CRC, Community Orientation Committee, like I told you before, in conjunction with the local government and other stakeholders within the local government. We are not supposed to interfere into that process. They are the one that's supposed to get the eligible persons and what have you. But by the time they have the list of those that they expect to benefit, satisfying whatever criteria they have laid out, it then becomes our responsibility to ensure those people selected to benefit from this particular project are expected to get the money, and they should get it in full. We are trying to avoid a situation where 50,000 naira is allocated somehow, somebody make away with maybe 10 or whatever amount of money.
Yes.
That is one, and we also expected whoever make the list should get it. You understand? And that money is his, not any other person's else. You understand? Because that is actually the target. After the disbursement and distribution, like I told you, the one they did last month, we are conducting what we call post-mortem now.
Yes.
You understand? We are trying to find out whether the right amount reaches the right people. You understand? And when we do that, we are going to compile our report and now submit it. And so we are going to do that consistently. And also there are, like I told you, this issue, monitoring of this distribution of 44 million naira across the state as well.
Exactly.
Then after which also there is another building of this particular block in each of the schools we have across. Classroom blocks across the 44 local government as well. That one also we have set out machineries to ensure that not only the project is good, but it's situated where it's going to give the maximum impact, within that particular community. We can value all this and put our effort down. So we are also observing, we're in the process. This the same livestock program, is expected to be conducted under the leadership of NADA. Of recent, we just had a meeting with the management. We have gone through the processes they are putting together. And they are also going to work with the CRC. We still have to monitor these processes and ensure that those that are expected to collect for what particular purpose are the ones that were given. Those that have chosen to go for patterning, those that are choosing to go for whatever purposes they are. And we still have the mandate of evaluating those programs. For example, you have selected that, okay, you want to go into patterning, and the state government decided, okay, if you're going into patterning, this is what we can do for you. We can give you 2, 3 animal or 1 animal or whatever number you were given, you understand, and you were taught how to go into patterning, meaning that they will get an animal that you are supposed to feed well, train well, purify it for commercial purposes and what have you. So we're supposed to also observe from time to time with the data available with us how, those projects goes to such extent where they have an economic impact, not only on you, but on the general economic stability of the state.
So finally, Chairman, what is your call, what is your assurance to the people of Kano State, given all these projects that you've mentioned that are coming up, and it's your responsibility to make sure they get them? What is your final assurance? Well,
first I want to assure them that the government meant well. You understand?
Yes.
I want to assure them that the government has a good intention behind this. And no matter what anybody or anywhere anybody will say, it has been proven, you understand, that even then when 10,000 naira was the only money given, still there are people that are still after 7, 8, 10 years that are still benefiting from that particular gesture. They were able to nurture their business to such a level where they are still proud of it. Now the governor have done well, you understand, by choosing the maximum, because this particular target were of people that requires a capital of between 10,000 and 40 to 50,000 naira. But the governor chooses, because of the prevailing economic situation, chooses to go for the maximum.
Yes.
You understand? And also that one is because they want them also to give what a good product and also to be able to sustain that particular business.
Exactly.
So the intention is good, and also the governor and the government as well, you understand, wanted to make sure that this particular project reaches the target beneficiaries. And from our own part, it is a responsibility, which we are willing to give it all, you understand, to make sure that it's actually achieved the desired results. One, a desired result for the government, because the government has a target, you understand, and also a desired result for the state, because it is expected to impact positively on the economic stability of the state. You understand? It's like monthly injecting capital also into smaller businesses, of which most of the programs from the PIRA or the World Bank or whatever, you understand, is proven difficult for the right people to access.
Yes.
You understand? Most of all these small, medium-term loans and what have you, has always been difficult for people to access it.
Exactly.
You understand? People that truly needed it. You understand? And the state government has come up with this program to ensure that the right thing is done right, and the right people are actually getting it. So it's our own responsibility to ensure that it's done, and we are going to do the best we can to ensure that it's recorded the success it's intended to.
Thank you very much, Chairman.
You're most welcome.
Thank you very much. Chairman.